Welcome to our live interview with the writers from the Denton Record-Chronicle, powered in part by Classic of Denton. All right, everybody, we are coming at you live on Denton Radio with the man, the myth, the legend himself, Mr. Brett Vito. We are talking all things Denton sports today because Brett is, with the Denton Record-Chronicle, the oracle of information as far as all things sports are concerned. And so every Monday at 2 o'clock, we have some folks from the DRC come in and give us a little bit of an update on what's going on with either business or entertainment or sports. And so today, Brett is giving us the rundown. How's it going?
Oh, pretty good.
So how are we looking sports-wise, Brett? What's been going on?
Well, the big news over the weekend was North Texas won a thriller at home over UAB in their conference USA football opener. Real exciting game. It ended up going down to the wire. You know, like I said, it was 46-43. It looked like North Texas was going to cruise, midway through the fourth quarter. They gave up a couple of late touchdowns, and all of a sudden it's 43-43 with just 27 seconds left. The interesting part of it was North Texas kind of struggled on special teams early in the season. They have a new coordinator this year named Marty Biaggi who's doing some things a little differently. So it came down to the very end, and they had a huge kick return that got them down to about near midfield. One run got Trevor Moore down into a chip shot range, and he kicked I think it was a 22-yard field goal with 7 seconds left, so they ended up winning 46-43. So they're 2-2 on the season. More importantly, they're 1-0 in Conference USA play. They head off to Southern Miss this week, so that will be another big game for North Texas. A much tougher game against a pretty good Southern Miss team that barely lost to Kentucky in its season opener, and they're also I think they're 2-1 as well. So that'll be a big game for North Texas coming up this week. But they did pick up a pretty nice win over UAB to start things off in conference play.
That's great. Well, and it's that puts us at 2-2 now for UNT season, right?
Yeah, they are 2-2 at this point.
That's fantastic. Well, it's exciting to see UNT winning a couple of games and people getting out there with their mean green pride and all that good stuff. Anything going on besides the universities right now?
Well, I mean, there is some other interesting stuff going on in some of the other sports over in North Texas. Over the weekend, North Texas has two really good junior tennis players, Marina Konnikova and Tamuna Kabut. I always mispronounce her last name. She's foreign, but anyway, her first name's Tamuna. She's another foreign girl. They ended up winning the Milwaukee Classic doubles draw on Sunday afternoon. They're ranked 22nd in the country now as a doubles team. So that's really kind of fun and interesting there that they have those two juniors that are ranked 22nd as far as the doubles team go. They ended up beating a team from Arkansas 8-2 in the final. Coming up this week, got some other interesting things going on. North Texas volleyball team's off to a really good start. They're 13-2 on the season. They did end up losing one of their conference matches over the weekend to Southern Miss, but they host Oklahoma on Wednesday. It's not often you see a Big 12 team come to town, so that'll be should be fun over at the Mean Green Volleyball Center. They are coming to town, and it will be a big challenge for North Texas. And a team that looks like it's going to be pretty good this year. And North Texas also in soccer split its. They won one and they tied one over the weekend in their first couple of conference games. One of their midfielders, Ella Marie Dufresne, ended up scoring late to get them a tie over at Louisiana Tech, and they won their other game to start off. So overall, it was a really good weekend for North Texas. A lot of positive things happened across the board in a bunch of different sports.
Well, fantastic. Awesome. Well, always good when we hear good news involving UNT and Denton sports and all that good stuff. Anything else we want to touch on before we close her up?
No, high school football season continues to go. Ryan won a pretty big and exciting game over the weekend. They've got a really good team this year with their quarterback Spencer Sanders, who's headed off to Oklahoma State after this year. They ended up winning a game over the weekend between a couple of top 10 ranked teams in the state. So, there's a lot of good things out there going on with high school football as well. A lot of good teams in the area this year to catch if you want.
That's awesome.
To do that.
Super, super cool. Always, always good to hear. All right. That is the man, the myth, the legend, Brett Vito. If you would like to follow up on anything he talked about as well as much, much more, you can go to DentonRC.com or come by and get yourself a Denton Record Chronicle, and we'll get you filled in on everything Denton sports. Brett, thank you again very much for being here. Again, we do this every Monday at 2 o'clock, getting a good update on all things news among the community. Always appreciate you guys watching. Thanks again for being here, Brett. We appreciate it.
Thanks, guys.
Well, thank you for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed the show. Be sure to check out DentonRadio.com for new Denton artists and where they're playing next. While you're surfing the internet, make sure you check out our friends Classic of Denton at ClassicofDenton.com.